Hey Pisces, I'm tuning in for a reading today. As I was meditating on the energy for your reading, I got a message from Spirit to pay attention to what people don't say. Not just what they say, but what they don't say. And be careful of people who play both sides. Loyalty is important. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that. Let's go ahead and start with some angel messages. Guardian angels, what are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. So, right now, your angels, your guides are getting you to raise your energetic levels, to raise your physical activity so that you start vibrating higher, so that there is more movement in your life because you are manifesting big things at this time. And it's not just about manifesting them, it's also about maintaining them, keeping them, and also multiplying that. If you're vibrating at a very high level and then it drops, you have to be able to sustain that. So, movement is very important at this time. It's building your energy to manifest more blessings, to bring more into your life. As you can see here, these birds are delivering a gift, but can she hold it? Can she sustain it? There's something here about staying high vibrational. Okay, master your vibration. Tell me more. What are your messages for Pisces? What does Pisces need to know at this time, guardian angels? What does Pisces need to know at this time? The same card keeps trying to come out, but I'm going to let it pop out. Okay, visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes a reality. And whoever it is that I'm channeling for, you've already experienced this. You've already had a lot of manifestations, a lot of blessings, a lot of miracles. Eventually, it happens for you. And there's something here about timing. It doesn't have to take that long as you can raise your energetic levels and keep them high. As long as you do that, good things are going to continue to come to you. It's almost like a radio station. If you keep changing the channel, there's going to be energy scattered everywhere. But if you can tune it to just one channel, a high vibration, and just keep it on that channel, you're going to receive the benefits, the rewards, the information that you receive on that channel. Okay, there's something about sustaining a high vibration because you are manifesting at this time. And yes, eventually it does become a reality. You've already seen this in your life. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings, and that is what you will experience. Okay? And your last message is face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you, in fact, have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self doubts. For some of you, more rewards, more benefits, more blessings come with more responsibilities. And whatever this movement is in your life is meant to help sustain that. Everything starts energetically first before it manifests into physical. So there's something here about raising your energetic levels and getting rid of anything that brings you down. Some of you have naturally high vibration and naturally high energy. So if you are feeling low, consider who's around you, who's bringing you down, what are you watching, what are your habits, what is your environment making you feel or think about yourself. Spirit is bringing this up. This man had a beautiful garden, and his neighbor asked him, why is your garden so beautiful? What do you do? What kind of fertilizer are you using? What's your watering schedule? What are your tips and secrets? And the man said that he doesn't have any tips or secrets. He just removes anything that is stunting their growth. Okay, something along the lines of that. I probably butchered the story, but there's something here about movement, constant movement to raise the energetic level. And this has to be physical. So exercise, running, jogging, going outside. There's something here about moving stagnant energy. Holy Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces? And what does Pisces need to know at this time? What does Pisces need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? King of Swords in the upright. Six of Swords in the upright. Right now, clarity is going to be the most important thing. Because as you get clear on your intentions, on the bigger picture, you're going to know what direction to move in. Six of Swords is all about forward movement, is all about transitioning, leveling up, upgrading. And as you can see here, she's packed her bags. She's being led. She doesn't have to steer the boat. She doesn't have to sail. She doesn't have to row that boat. She is being guided to a better horizon. And the Six of Swords is a card of movement. It is a card of transition, but it's also a card of direction. As you can see here, her head is down. It almost feels a little bittersweet because she is leaving something behind, but for something better. So with the King of Swords here, clarity is going to be the most important thing at this time. Moving your energy, keeping the energy high, vibrational, but also having clarity of thought, clarity of intention, knowing rather than just feeling. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces? Okay, Seven of Swords in the reverse. So you have all swords cards. And the Seven of Swords in the reverse can talk about other people's deception, or it can talk about self-deception. So I'm going to have to clarify this before I say anything. Why is the Seven of Swords in the reverse, Holy Spirit? Why is the Seven of Swords in the reverse? Please clarify. The Chariot, okay? This is something about not deceiving yourself about your direction. Are you moving forward, or are you staying in the same place, or are you going back? Because as you can see here, the Seven of Swords is looking back. The Six of Swords is looking forward. There's something here about your direction, your sense of direction, where you're headed. It's important that you have clarity. Clarify the Seven of Swords in the reverse for Pisces. What is this about? What is the Seven of Swords in the reverse for Pisces? What is the Seven of Swords? Nine of Wands. There's something here about not giving up, being resilient. One more card, Holy Spirit. Why is the Seven of Swords in the reverse for Pisces? Okay, the Hangman and the Four of Swords. It's like you're doing too many things at once, or there's multiple things happening simultaneously. It's like you're being guided to rest, but you're also being guided to move. You're being guided to not give up and to be resilient, but you're also being guided to heal. So not like opposing energies, but if you get a message to take a risk and then you get a message not to take a risk, it's like, how do you even go about that? It feels like two opposites. So there's something here about not deceiving yourself. You already know the answer, you already have the clarity, and the Six of Swords is a card of moving forward. What is your next destination? The King of Swords is looking back because he is learning from his past journey. He is taking notes, he's taking inventory, he's understanding why certain things happened, what was the lesson. It's like he's doing a life review. But the Six of Swords is about moving forward, but the Seven of Swords is about not deceiving yourself about the direction. Yeah, I'm getting opposing energies coming in. You may get opposing messages and you may not know exactly how to go about that. You may get a message to be disciplined, to work hard, to push harder, and then you may get a message to rest, to surrender, to let go, to let flow. It's like, which one is it? Okay, the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, the Hangman, and the Four of Swords. It's like you're doing all of these things at once. They're all happening simultaneously. Nine of Wands is letting you know that you're very, very close. These are passive energies. The Hangman, the Four of Swords are passive cards. This is a card of rest and healing, and this is a card of taking a step back and viewing things from a different perspective. The Nine of Wands is a standstill. This is about standing your ground, not giving up, being resilient, but the Chariot is a card of forward movement. So like you have all these opposing energies, or yeah, these are opposing energies. Because if you're told to rest and relax, but then you're also told to move forward and have discipline, I'm not necessarily getting balance here because the Seven of Swords is some kind of deception or not seeing something clearly. I'm going to have to dig deeper with the Seven of Swords. Holy Spirit, give me a few more messages for the Seven of Swords. What does Pisces need to know about the Seven of Swords in the reverse? What is the Seven of Swords in the reverse for Pisces? What is this about, Holy Spirit? What is the Seven of Swords in the reverse for Pisces? You don't need a plan, you need a start. Pause. Ego is louder than intuition right now. So this is not another person, this is happening internally. So what I'm getting here so far, you don't need a plan, you need to start. The Chariot is a card of movement. The Six of Swords is also a card of movement. You're being guided to move towards something, but at the same time, you're also being guided to rest and to heal. It's like one minute you're getting guidance to rest, to recover, to heal. so that you don't burn out with something, but then you're also being guided to move forward. You don't need a plan, you need to start. But the King of Swords talks about having clarity so that you're not just taking random action. And it's not random action. You already see the vision, but there's more clarity, more certainty, more of an inner knowing rather than just feeling your way through something. Okay, this is about knowing, not just feeling. So you don't need a plan, you need to start. Pause. The ego is louder than intuition right now. Do you see this? This is the contradicting energy that you may be sorting through. This is telling you to pause, and this is telling you to start. So some of you are going through push and pull, hot and cold, up, down. Okay, there's some kind of weird energy here. What is it? Is it pause or is it start? Which one is it? Okay, so yeah, some of you Pisces, you are encountering opposing energies, and there's something about this pressure. There's something about, it's not a balance thing. That's not what I'm getting here. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Your dream life is closer than your fears tell you. Okay, yes, you sense something because it's there. Half and half, okay, is what I'm getting here. 50-50. You're being told to pause and you're also being told to start. It's like, how do you balance that? Is it start? Is it stop? Is it gas or is it the brake? Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So Six of Swords is a card of moving forward. The Chariot is also a card of moving forward. The Hangman is a card of staying still. The Four of Swords is also a card of rest. So 50-50 is what I'm getting here. And the Nine of Wands is taking a stand. This is holding your ground. So some of you may be getting opposing messages or opposing guidance. Okay, is that push and pull energy? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it up? Is it down? I just heard stand your ground with the Nine of Wands. Trust what you know and trust your intuition on this one, because something here is unfolding. It's like you're in the moment, you're in the process, but I'm getting it's more complex than just doing something or not doing something. It's more than that, okay? King of Swords is about knowing something, having clarity. But then here it tells you you don't need a plan, you need to start. But then it also tells you to pause. So there's something about learning how to discern the difference between your intuition and your ego, between your mind and what your mind is telling you to do and what your higher guidance is guiding you to do. Because there's opposing energies, I'm getting with the King of Swords here that it's not a yes or no kind of energy. This is more about strategy and timing. It's not just about taking action, it's about taking the right action. It's not necessarily pause or move, it's pause, then move. Rest, clarity, then take action. Because these are both cards of pausing, resting, healing. These are both cards of movement, and this is a card of clarity. There's something here about having clarity and not taking action from a place of exhaustion, not taking action from a place of not knowing or being scattered or guessing your way through something. Okay, Six of Swords. Yes, there is forward movement, but it is intentional, it is clear, it is strategic, it's in alignment. Okay, Seven of Swords in the reverse. Alignment within yourself. It's not just about doing something, it's about doing it right. That's what I just heard. King of Swords. There's something here about not overthinking the start, but don't start from an unaligned place either. So what I'm getting here is someone who is willing. If you're told, okay, take this action, do this thing, call this person, you're going to do it. But it's not just doing something just to do it. It's also having some kind of inner alignment, because I see the willingness here. Six of Swords, the Chariot. But then the Nine of Wands is all about not giving up, being resilient. You got that down. You have the endurance. The Hangman, the Four Swords are also telling you to rest, to pause, to view things from a different perspective. And then we have two opposing energies, start and pause. Once you have fully reached that alignment and that inner clarity and that groundedness, the start will flow naturally. It's not something that you're going to have to overthink, is what I'm getting here. There is a new chapter coming into your life, Six of Swords. This is a transition card. This is a card of leveling up. And you are meant to move forward towards your next chapter. And you're also being guided to prepare your energy first and then go. Okay, it's not saying don't do something or do something. It's saying do it from the right place and do it the right way, so that you're not just taking action just because you were guided to take action. There's something here about having clarity, a strategy, being fully aligned within, not having contradicting energies or opposing energies, so that all your energy moves in the same direction. Because the Chariot is in the upright. Your willpower, your determination, Your ability to take action, to make decisions is all there. But the Nine of Wands is saying, Pisces, you've endured a lot. And your resilience, your endurance is there. Your strength is there. However, the Four of Swords is also calling for healing. So you're balancing multiple energies at once or opposing energies at once, and some way, somehow, it's working out for you. When you are in the King of Swords energy, you can see something so clearly and it makes sense for you. But when you enter the Seven of Swords energy, that's when things get a little bit complicated. That's when things get a little bit loud, where you may not be able to discern whether it was your intuition or your ego. Okay, that may only be for some of you, but the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this is happening within, and this is not another person. Okay, this may connect to the initial message that I channeled. Pay attention to people who play both sides. Loyalty is important. So this energy may be manifesting within, but also without. So something's happening internally, whether you are discerning between your intuition and your ego, but also externally, whether you have people around you that cannot be trusted, that are not loyal, and they try to play both sides. Holy Spirit, tell me more. Clarify the Six of Swords for Pisces. What do you want Pisces to know about the Six of Swords? The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something here about getting grounded, because there is forward movement. But as you can see here, this is a Swords card. It represents air, but she is traveling through water, and the Pentacles is earth. So you are moving through different energies. There's different elements at play, and you are balancing a lot of things at the same time. You're balancing opposing energies. There's something here about getting grounded, getting rooted, but how can you ground and root when you're still in motion, when you're still in transition? I don't know if this is a groundedness or a rootedness that you have to achieve within yourself, even if everything around you is changing and moving. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Why is this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse for Pisces? The Strength in the reverse. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Strength in the reverse, I'm getting a message here that this is pertaining to other people. Don't let other people use your presence for their own ego. It's like someone here wants to be seen around you or wants to be around you for the benefits and for what you represent, but this person plays both sides, is what I'm getting here. They don't really have loyalty, and they're not meant to be trusted. Okay, Seven of Swords energy in the reverse, whatever's happening internally is also reflecting without. So if you have someone playing both sides that has no loyalty, you can't really trust that person. And if you also have two opposing energies within yourself, one telling you to start, one telling you to pause, one being the intuition, the other being the ego, and needing to discern that. King of Swords energy, your realness strips someone else's pretense. And with the Strength in the reverse, this is someone who has a lot of insecurities and who acts out of pride and acts out of ego, but the strength is actually in the reverse. This person is not meant to be trusted. So be careful with people who play both sides. It connects to the initial message. Loyalty matters to you. You are a loyal person and you deserve loyal people around you. Don't pay attention to what they say, pay attention to what they don't say when it comes to this person. I don't know if this is several people that you've experienced this with or if this is a specific person. The Strength can represent Leo energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It doesn't have to be that sign. But what I'm getting here is there's something that this person is leaving out. This may be the kind of person that can't stand you for being real, but they also want to be around you for the benefits. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear that, but they're not loyal to anyone. Don't let them use your presence for their ego to build themselves up. You are the trophy, and trophies have to be earned. So if this person's not real, it's going to show. And I'm getting, you've already seen the inconsistencies in their personality, in the way that they show up. Again, they play both sides. You see right through them is what I'm getting here. They're not getting anything past you, and that's what makes them nervous around you, is what I'm getting here. You are smarter than they thought, okay? King of Swords energy. This person was not expecting you to know so much or to see so deep into them. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? What do you want Pisces to know? Eight of Swords in the reverse. There's something that this person is hiding, is what I'm getting here, and I don't know if this is something internal that they're going through, but they're trying to show up different. They're trying to protect their pride or protect their ego, but it's coming from an insecure place and it's ungrounded. All of these cards are in the reverse here. Be careful what you say around this person. Again, this is not a friend. This is not someone that you can trust. They don't even have loyalty towards themselves. If they do something outside of their values or outside of what they believe to be true, is because they're trying to get something out of it. You're the kind of person that doesn't care. You're not going to go against your values. You're going to find other ways, better ways to get something rather than to just betray yourself or to break your own loyalty to yourself. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. This person does not operate that way. If they say this or they say that they believe that, it's in order to get something, but in that process, they lose themselves. They betray themselves, they go against themselves. So if they don't have loyalty to themselves, they're not going to have loyalty to you. Again, they play both sides. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this situation? What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? Human lie detector. What did I just say? They can't get anything past you. You see right through them. Your realness stripped them from their pretense. There's something about this person's pride, something about their ego that even if they're hurting inside, they're not going to let other people know. They're not going to allow themselves to be helped. Not that you're trying to get involved. King of Swords energy, you're in your own lane. This person is coming to you, but again, human lie detector. You can tell. You can feel people's intentions. You can feel people's energy. They're not going to get anything past you, so it makes them nervous, but they're also being fake because they want to be around you. They want the benefits of being in your energy. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe for what you can do, for what you represent, for how you look, for what you have, whatever it is, the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. Someone who has no loyalty, they just say or do whatever they need to do or say to get what it is that they want in that moment. And they lose themselves in the process. So it's someone who is struggling internally, but with human lie detector, they can't lie to you. They can't hide something, you're gonna sense it. But there's something that this person doesn't want other people to see. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about the situation? Okay, I got passive aggressive at the bottom of the deck here. Emotional manipulation. They change teams. They don't have any loyalty. They don't have any sense of direction. In order to get whatever it is they want in that moment, they don't care who they have to betray, how they have to act, or who they have to manipulate to get there. Okay, human lie detector, they can't do that with you, but they still want to be around you for the benefits. I'm getting fake energy here. Okay, good investment. Instead of investing into someone's healing or investing into helping someone or investing into a relationship, a project, a dynamic, you've been investing into yourself. And this card keeps showing up for you. It's 100 and something cards here. And good investment keeps showing up. You are making a good investment, minding your own business, staying in your own lane, investing your energy into yourself. And getting a lot of people are coming to you. They're coming into your territory. And this is why you have to have discernment. Okay, someone here plays both sides. They don't have any loyalty. Unpredictable. I'm getting two messages from this card. This person is unpredictable because they don't care what side of the story they have to play. If they have to play the villain, the victim, they don't care what kind of emotion they elicit from people as long as they can get whatever it is that they want. But for you, unpredictable is that manipulation doesn't work for you. People trying to judge you or criticize you or get you to act right or get you to fall in line or get you to do something for them, it doesn't work. You're unpredictable because when they think that you're going to go left, you go right. When they think that you're going to go down, you go up. Okay, so unpredictable energy keeps you protected, but you don't use this energy to manipulate other people. You use this energy to not be manipulated. People can't tell where you're going to move next. People can't tell what your next move is going to be. You use this energy to protect yourself, whereas this person uses this energy to manipulate other people, to take advantage of the situation. So that is the difference here, is what I'm getting here. It's a two-sided message. So Seven of Swords energy, we have a lot of confirmations, and the energy is reflecting internally and also externally. Internally, you may be going through the discernment process of learning what is your ego and what is your intuition. And even though King of Swords energy already knows that, when the Seven of Swords gets involved, it gets tricky because then you get opposing energies. You get a pause and then you get a start. So you are navigating a lot of energies at the same time, a push and pull, a hot, cold, up, down. You're navigating opposing energies some way, somehow you're making it work. But also, this is reflecting externally. someone who plays both sides, someone who doesn't have any loyalty, someone who cannot be trusted, someone who has a deceptive personality. A passive aggressive. They may be coming to you for the wrong reasons. Again, not liking you, but still wanting to get the benefits of being around you. Because you see right through them. Okay, when they're around you, they're having to face the truth. Their insecurities become louder when they're around you. They're unpredictable in the sense that they can change their beliefs, their values, just to seem like they're like you, okay, and then do it to someone else as well and play opposing sides. They have no loyalty. That's how they move in life. They don't have a sense of self. This is why the strength is in the reverse. Whereas you're unpredictable because manipulation doesn't work on you. When people think that they figure you out, it's like you shock them, you surprise them because you were never under their control to begin with. So, in getting a lot of different energies here, this is a complex reading. It's a little bit messy, is what I'm getting here. There's a lot of energies at play. You can trust your vision, you can trust your intuition, but there's also something going on internally that you may be guided to sort through. I don't know why Spirit is giving me this example. This is a little bit immature, but let's say that there is someone that wants to be your friend and you say, "Oh, my favorite dessert is ice cream," or "My favorite flavor is chocolate." You know, this person's going to say, "Oh, me too. I love that dessert. I love that flavor." And then they go to someone else and that person says, "Oh, my favorite dessert is cheesecake and I like strawberry." And they say, "Oh, me too." It's like they play both sides. This isn't the best example, but it displays the energy, is what I'm getting here. So, yeah, be careful with people who play both sides and who have no loyalty. Because again, what they're trying to do here is emotionally manipulate. If they have to play the victim, they'll play the victim. Eight of Swords in the reverse. If they have to act from a place of insecurity and pride and be loud or be obnoxious or present themselves as someone they're really not, they're going to do that as well. Emotional manipulation. I just heard this person got caught up in their own ways. This energy has been backfiring. Going back to that example, if this person was hanging out with you and you said you like ice cream and your favorite flavor is chocolate, and then this person hung out with someone else and they said that their favorite flavor was cheesecake and it was strawberry, and this person was just playing both sides. Okay, that's not the best example, but let's say that all three people are hanging out in the same room and the truth starts to come out. The inconsistencies start to show. This person doesn't really have a sense of self, and not in a way where it's an ego death and you are rediscovering, you are healing, you are remembering. It's not like that. It's the fact that they play both sides, and at this point, they don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they like. They don't even know themselves. They may not even have a sense of identity. They may just try to match people, is what I'm getting here. And there's a difference between an ego death and someone who just manipulates. They lost themselves in their own manipulation. When they thought that they were getting ahead and getting everything it is that they wanted, they lost themselves in that process. Now they can't even tell if it's left or right, up or down. Okay, they got lost in the sauce, is what I'm getting here. Holy Spirit, tell me more. Clarify the strength in the reverse. What do you want Pisces to know about the strength in the reverse? How they appear to other people is so important. This person doesn't even really care what the truth is or how they feel internally. They only care how other people perceive them. There's something here with pride. I just heard high horse. Even if this person is struggling inside, if they're suffering inside, there's something about this person's pride to where they can't let that go. Even if it's going to heal them or make them feel better or live in their truth, there's something about this person's pride that they can't let go of. Okay, their own pride is causing them a lot of struggle, internal struggle. Eight of Swords in the reverse. It's like everybody can see it, but this person is trying to uphold. I heard dignity, but it's not dignity. The strength in the reverse is pride. Okay, Eight of Cups in the reverse. There's something that this person hasn't let go of emotionally that's still hurting them. Okay, the Tower in the reverse. They can't accept that something has changed. Okay, we have 888. The strength is card number 8, the 8 of Cups, and now we have the 8 of Swords. That may be an angel number for some of you. Four of Cups in the reverse. They're not happy, they're not fulfilled, they're not satisfied, but they are defending a belief or an image that is hurting them inside. Okay, is what I'm getting here. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This person is very stubborn. No matter how much has changed outside, inside nothing has changed. Four of Cups, they're not happy, they're not fulfilled, they're not okay. Four of Pentacles, they're stubborn to change because there's something about their pride. They're saying dignity. I keep hearing dignity, but it's not dignity. It's a pride thing. But it's in the reverse. It's like they're holding on to something that is hurting them, whether it's a belief, whether it's a story, whether it's a behavior, a feeling, an emotion. They know that it's hurting them, but they're more focused on how other people see them or what other people think of them. I keep hearing they play both sides. Betrayal. Okay, they can come to you, act all sweet, passive aggressive, and then go behind your back and say the ugliest things. Okay, this is what I'm getting here. That kind of behavior hurts this person, but they don't see it, or maybe they see it, but they're still stubborn to change or to let this go. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, it says God's favorite. There is a sense of jealousy that this person has towards you for things that you have, for things that you have accomplished, for who you are, for how you've healed. It's like this person intentionally tried to hurt you and they saw you recover, they saw you heal, and they saw you become better. So, what they did to hurt you actually made you better, it actually worked in your favor. And there is a saying, they threw dirt on your name and flowers grew. I'd be mad too. It's like they're mad that what they did to hurt you or to bring you down actually worked in your favor. If they threw stones your way, you used it to build a castle. They've watched you overcome so many things and recover and become better so many times that this person is hurting inside. They don't know why they're still in the situation. It's like they can see it, they understand it, but they're not willing to let it go. Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. This person is stuck in their ways is what I'm getting here, but again, I don't know what the connection is. I don't know why they're in your life. I don't know what this energy means to you, but again, you can see them. You read them like a book. The offensive things that this person may say or do, you don't even take them as an offense because you see that they're hurting inside. You're not going to take the disrespect, you're not going to engage. King of Swords, you see them for who they are. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There's something that you are, something that you did, something that you have become that this person is very envious of. What they tried to break, what they tried to destroy actually became bigger, it became stronger, it became better. And this person is now realizing that their efforts to hate, to criticize, to bring down, to break down, to be deceptive, to betray, it takes a lot of energy to betray, to remember the lies, to remember what you said to this person, what you didn't say to that person. It's like this person has been using their energy in all the wrong ways, and it's been hurting themselves. They've tried to hurt other people, but it's truly hurting them, is what I'm getting here. Eight of Swords in the reverse, Eight of Cups in the reverse. You're not willing to let something go, and it's a pride thing. I don't know if it's letting something go, apologizing. I don't know what this is. Spirit is bringing up a saying, but I don't remember what the full saying is. But it's drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. That's what I'm getting here. This person's hatred, this person's anger, this person's deceptive ways are only affecting this person. You don't feel good or bad about the situation. You're just observing the facts, you're just observing the truth. You're not emotionally connected to the situation. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? This person may think that you're cold or that you don't care, but caring is not going to change this person's behavior. Only they can make the change. But again, this person doesn't even have loyalty to themselves. They're seeing that they're doing something or that they're standing on something that is hurting them, but they're not willing to change that. So they even go against themselves. Spirit, what are your messages for Pisces in regards to this reading? What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know at this time, Holy Spirit? They love your eyes. So I was getting something here about jealousy. There's a light that you carry, and you can see it radiating off of your being, especially when it comes to your eyes. And this person is envious of that because they only see darkness in theirs. It's hollow. Again, this person doesn't even know what they like, who they are, because they've been manipulating so many people, trying to match them, trying to play both sides. They don't even know what they like. They don't even know who they are. They feel like they don't have that inner light that you have, especially when they were intentionally trying to take that light away, when they were trying to dim that, your light became brighter. Some way, somehow, everything they did against you worked in your favor. So they love your eyes, is what I'm getting here. I heard dead inside, okay? So I don't know why that just came in. If when this person looks themselves in the mirror, they don't see any light in their eyes, okay, there's some kind of darkness. It's not dark darkness, it's more of hollow. Like there's a lot of repressed emotions, a lot of anger. When people gossip, when people criticize, that is a lower vibrational energy. So if this person has been doing a lot of that, their secrets are not secrets. The energy is not hidden. You can feel it off of a person's aura. You can feel what kind of a person they are. There's something dark, is what I'm getting here. Not dark as in dark, dark, but dark as in emotionally. Okay, whether it's repressed emotions, whether it's things that they never healed, things that they never got over, things that they never let go. It's like it's all been building. I heard emotional load. This person is carrying a very heavy emotional load. They keep a lot of secrets, but their secrets are not secret. Okay, human lie detector, you already know. But this person thinks that they have locked away or hidden in a closet, you already know what it is. Everybody knows, everybody has seen it, but this person thinks that they're still keeping a secret or that they're still keeping something hidden, but they're only lying to themselves. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know about the situation? King. Okay, so you have the King of Swords as your first card, and now you have King. There is a level of authority, a level of power that you have that this person wants to benefit off of. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is wisdom. You became a king because you applied your wisdom. The way that you move, the way that you act towards other people, when you had opportunities to take advantage of the situation, when you had opportunities to not share, to not have a win win situation, when you had opportunities to rightfully take someone down or even out the scales, you didn't. Okay, so your wisdom made you a king. And this person has seen you act righteously. You may not call yourself righteous, you may not even want to have that kind of position or that kind of responsibility on your shoulders, but the fact that you have acted in accordance to your truth is what allows you to be in this energy of the King of Swords. So there's something about you that this person envies, but they're not willing to take those actions. They're not willing to apply that wisdom. This person already knows what the right thing to do is. And the fact that they're lying to themselves is what's hurting them the most. And getting this person has been looking in the mirror lately and they don't like what they see. Again, there's darkness in those eyes, there is no light. This person has seen how you cultivate this inner light, but some way, somehow, either they're not willing to do it, they don't know how to do it, or they don't think that they should because there's something else that they're holding on to. Whether it's pain, whether it's sadness, whether it's what they've done to others, whether it's not wanting to come clean or apologize, whatever it is that this person has on their conscience is heavy. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. What does Pisces need to know in regards to this reading? Alone time. And they don't like how much alone time they have because they're having to look in the mirror, they're having to face themselves. I heard inner reflection. This person doesn't like their reflection, they don't like what they're reflecting upon. This alone time has become some kind of purgatory to this person. They don't want to be alone because they don't want to have to look within. But there's something that this person has done, something that this person has said. They pretended to be a friend to a lot of people to make some kind of connection, to gather information, and then talk very ugly things behind their back, criticize, judge, belittle. This person gets a rise from feeling better than other people. Okay, but there's something here about emotional manipulation that I'm hearing unforgivable. Okay, some people, if they knew what this person said or did behind their back, they would not forgive this person. This level of emotional manipulation requires you to get very close to a person to earn their loyalty and then go behind their back and betray them. Okay, this person has done this to a lot of people. This alone time is forcing them to reflect. Why is it that no one wants to come around? Why is it that no one is genuinely there? What have they said? What have they done? For some of you, this may be very specific. It may not resonate for all of you. This may be a person that is so sweet that will literally go out of their way, that says all the right things, but they only do it to gather information, to gather trust, and then turn against that person. It's like they'll do it the exact same day. They'll come, they'll connect, they'll gather information, and then they'll go and talk behind that person's back. They'll make moves behind people's back. And what I'm getting here is you know everything this person has said and done behind your back. You know everything. And yet you still choose to be fair. You still choose to be just. You have every reason to not be that, to not do that. But again, it's not about punishing this person. It's not even about them. It's about you. You standing in your truth, you doing your own thing, and not getting pulled into these manipulative games. What are your messages for Pisces? Okay, you are their fantasy, so it goes back to they love your eyes. There's a lot that this person admires, but also is envious of and is jealous of. Alone time, boss, and king. They know that you have the authority, they know that you have the power, so they may try to sweet talk you or to warm up towards you, but you already know everything they said and did behind your back. Okay, this person plays both sides. They're not meant to be trusted, and be careful what you tell them because they're very good at emotionally manipulating. This is how they have survived, this is how they have made it in life, not because they had to, it became a habit for this person. Okay, better options coming in. This is not someone that you can trust. This is not someone that you can tell your ideas, your secrets, your thoughts, or even basic things. This person is always digging for more. They're digging for the drama. They're digging for the juice. Okay, they want some kind of ammunition. I also got another message from Spirit pertaining to that person with the strength in the reverse that they laugh at other people's pain. It brings some kind of satisfaction to this person. That's how you know their heart's not in the right place. Going back to the main message, King of Swords, Six of Swords, and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Whenever you feel your ego is loud or your mind is trying to come up with solutions or answers or strategies, that is when you pause. The mind, the ego is very loud. The intuition, the clarity is just a knowing. You don't have to strategize, you don't have to come up with solutions or ideas. You just have a clarity of thought. You just know something. And that is when you're being guided to start. So you don't need a plan, you need to start. This is when you take action, when you're in the King of Swords energy. When the ego is loud, when the mind is trying to analyze everything or come up with plans or strategies, that is when you pause. Pause. Ego is louder than intuition right now. So it's almost like you are being guided to temper yourself, to acknowledge when the mind is very loud and when you actually have clarity of thought. Going back to the initial message, Six of Swords, there is a level up, there is a transition, there is movement, but it's not meant to be rushed. It's not meant to just be action just to take action, just to say that you did something, just to say that you start something, but it's meant to come from a place of clarity and strategy and also inner alignment. So if you have your ego on one side and your intuition on another, and they're both very loud and it's opposing energies or you're seeking clarity, that's when you pause. When you're in this King of Swords energy, this is when you take action. So 15:15 on the clock. That may be a message for some of you because we're getting a lot of contradicting energies. Six of Swords, the Chariot, forward movement. Hangman, Four of Swords, pause. So it's like you're navigating this energy. Okay, this is a better example. As you're driving, yes, there's times where you have to step on the gas, but you also have a brake for a reason. What does Pisces need to know about this King of Swords? The Six of Cups in the reverse. Some of you may be guided to look into the past, not because you're moving back, not because you're going back to revisit old lessons, but it's almost like you are doing a life review. You are observing your life experiences, what fulfilled you, what was a lesson, what you don't want to repeat, what you want more of. The Six of Cups in the reverse is talking about old energies, the past, history, reminiscing. And there's something here about gaining clarity through your experiences. Okay, there's some kind of life review that you're being guided to make at this time. Okay, tell me more, Holy Spirit. What do you want Pisces to know about the King of Swords? The Star, okay. Some of you may be guided to revisit old dreams, old wishes, old manifestations, to remember why you started something. There is a difference between stubbornness and determination. And when stubbornness helps you be determined on a wish, on a manifestation, on a dream, then it's good. But if it's being stubborn and doing something that's not fulfilling you, that's not working, that's not taking you where you want to go, then that's when it's not beneficial. But this life review, you looking back, you analyzing the lessons, the feelings, the emotions, the wisdom from every experience is going to help you know where it is that you're headed and what it is that you want. So it's not just about forgetting the past and moving forward. This is some kind of life review. And as you can see here, the King of Swords is looking back, whereas the Six of Swords is moving forward. The King of Swords is looking back. He is gaining wisdom through his past experiences. I'm getting a two-sided message from clarifying the King of Swords. The first part of the message is Six of Cups in the reverse, the Star, and the Four of Pentacles. There is some kind of life review that you're doing where you're learning from past experiences, you are learning the lessons, you are gathering the information, the wisdom from those experiences, and what you don't want to experience moving forward, what you're ready to let go of, and what you want to experience more of. And it's helping you reconnect with a dream, a manifestation here, hope for the future. Four of Pentacles. You're also being guided to protect your energy, protect your boundaries, protect your space. Not in a way where you completely shut out the world, but yes, being more mindful so that you don't have to repeat old lessons. Because the Six of Cups is hard to let go of. This is the emotional charge to where even if you walk away, even if you distract yourself or fill your days up with work or hobbies or trips, there's some kind of emotional weight or emotional burden there that is hard to clear. It's not just because you say, oh, I forgive or I let this go. It doesn't just work like that. So the Four of Pentacles is helping you become more protective in the future so that this doesn't repeat. The second part of the message is the King of Swords is saying you're mentally leveling up. The Six of Cups in the reverse, the past is losing a grip on you. And the Star is saying your hope is being restored for the future. Four of Pentacles, you're learning how to protect your energy without isolating yourself. Okay, so all of these messages are coming together here to help you gain the clarity, the alignment for you to move forward. Again, it's not just about moving forward, it's not just about taking the actions, it's about taking the actions from the right place and taking the right actions so that it leads you in the right direction. The Six of Swords, she's not rowing the boat, she's not having to sail, she's not having to do the work, she's just having to trust and allow herself to be guided. Okay, she is going to a better place. Six of Swords is a transition card, it is a card of a level up. So this is actually in your highest benefit. But whatever the Six of Cups energy is, this is the emotional weight from a chapter, from an experience. Again, you can physically walk away, you can distract your mind, but the emotions, the emotional baggage, the memories are still there. So there is a letting go of this past cycle, the emotions associated to it. Whatever this brings up for you is not just about ignoring something, avoiding it, or pretending it didn't happen, or filling up your days with other positive things. When there's an emotional weight there, is not so easy emotionally to deal with it. It may be easily mentally, you can distract yourself, or physically, you can move away, do other things. But emotionally, there is some kind of weight there that in the future, you have to be a lot more protective of yourself so that you don't carry that kind of emotional baggage. So there's something here about thinking clearly and not emotionally. Holy Spirit, clarify the Six of Swords for Pisces. What is this new chapter for Pisces? What is Pisces leveling up to? What is Pisces transitioning into? What is the Six of Swords for Pisces, Holy Spirit? Please clarify. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Wands in the upright. Knight of Wands in the upright. Pisces, I'm going to head over to Patreon for the extended. For the ones of you that do resonate, the links are down below. We're going to go ahead and clarify what is this new chapter? What is it that you're being guided to do? And we're also going to look into what you don't see coming, Spirit's final advice and guidance. Patreon gives you access to all the extended readings and readings that are not available on YouTube. Blessings, Pisces. Take care.